You're back. Princess, officially I cannot condone your actions. Your visits to the surface violate the terms the fates set for your father's lineage, and you invite whichever consequences they see fit.
Yes, but unofficially, Lord Moros? If you'll permit yourself to speak of it this once. Or are we limited to candid conversations only when I'm on the verge of death?
Our conversations are most definitely more secure that way, but unofficially, I am amazed by your accomplishment. Perhaps living so close to the surface predisposed you, but still, I was uncertain it was possible.
May the fates forgive my transgressions.
Likewise.
You must know the Titan Prometheus. I faced him on Olympus. Little wonder he now fights against the gods, having met his doom and lived. Unlike the mortals he supposedly cares for so much.
Prometheus. I took no pleasure in his plight. The gods certainly know how to make an example of someone. Now he seeks vengeance. A favored pattern in the weavings of the fates.
Now that you mention it, his knowledge of the future seems similar to that of your sisters. Do you suppose he's sided with Kronos because he knows Kronos will ultimately win?
I do not wish to speculate, Princess. All I know is the Titan of Foresight never was the violent sort. His experience in captivity must have changed him.
I'll have to change him some more.
If I may, my sisters told me of a certain prophecy even I thought would never come to pass. That Olympus would once again face the fury of the father of all monsters, and their conflict would shake the world to its core. And now it's happening.
You mean you knew Typhon's attack was a real possibility? Why didn't you warn us? We could have prepared.
I was not permitted to warn you. Had I done so, it merely would have expedited an outcome I now realize was bound to happen anyway. Though perhaps your implication is correct, and this is all my fault.
What? How is this all your fault? Unless you aided Kronos in awakening the most notorious fiend the gods ever faced, I don't see how you had anything to do with this.
Unraveling a fateful bond. I abetted your plans to gain the surface. The awakening of Typhon. Perhaps it's a punishment. And a reminder never to defy the fates. Princess, please forgive me.
Nonsense. Kronos did this, not you.
How far were you able to go last night, Princess? You were gone for some time. I sensed the growing fear and excitement in the air, even heard some of the rumblings.
If the rumblings were that I reached the depths of Tartarus, broke into my father's stolen house, confronted Kronos there and outfought him, then you heard correctly. Hardly a final victory, but still.
I would object to anyone but you diminishing such a victory. Is this not a vitally important component of the task you've been entrusted to complete?
Well, yes it is, but...
Then congratulations, and may the fates avail your next move.
Lord Moros, you said before you think Kronos is going to influence the weavings of the fates. You mean he's going to try to change the future? Force a favorable outcome?
Yes, I think he's already trying to do just that. Unfortunately for him, the three fates can be a bit headstrong. I trust they may be quite resistant as captives.
I can't imagine Kronos tolerating insolence, whether from your sisters or anybody else. How he must hate them. When he was overthrown before, that was the outcome of a fated prophecy.
Indeed. As for now, I sense there are no weavings happening at all. No new futures foretold. Kronos believes he has no prophecy to fear. Yet I believe this is an opportunity for you to make a better future for us all. Princess, officially I cannot condone your actions. Your visits to the surface violate the terms the fates set for your father's lineage, and you invite whichever consequences they see fit.
Yes, but unofficially, Lord Moros? If you'll permit yourself to speak of it this once. Or are we limited to candid...
Our conversation...
May the fates forgive my transgressions.
Likewise.
I don't suppose you'd join me for a little while at the fishing pier, Lord Moros. Thought we could use these twin lures.
I fear the river denizens will not approach this evening if I'm there, for they can sense me every now and then. Apologies. In my weakest moments, I used to envy Prometheus, even knowing his plight, for he was loved by mortals, having given them the gift of fire from Olympus. I, on the other hand, was hated. It should not have mattered to me, but it did.
Come on, Lord Moros. What mortals think of us is of no consequence. Even if it were, better to be hated than a traitor. Prometheus thinks only of mortals and himself. I'm surprised Kronos would entrust anything to him.
Although I said I didn't wish to speculate, I cannot shake the sense that Kronos values him because so many mortals do. The new golden age he seeks to bring about. An age for mortals, not for gods.
Doubtless all the mortals' problems would be solved.
I must admit, I'm unaccustomed to displays of flattery. Forgive me, I don't quite know what to say except thank you.
You're very welcome. Though I'd not intended it as flattery, it's just... Don't even mention it, all right? Eris outright attacked me, just as I was approaching Mount Olympus. Who gave her the adamant rail anyway? A weapon once used to slay titans, turned against the gods.
The rail has turned against the gods before. Only the fates know its true and final purpose. But Eris has it by their own decree, perhaps as a plaything to keep her occupied.
To keep me occupied, apparently. Makes me wonder if the fates want Kronos stopped or not. Did you and Eris ever fight like this?
Oh yes, much as I tried to avoid it.
Lord Moros, as our honored guest, we wanted you to have this, to make your stay a bit more comfortable.
The nectar of the gods. Thank you, Princess. I've not received an offering before, though I do like to come prepared. So here, from me to you.
How thoughtful. I accept.
I, for one, was...
What, you think I'm just another mindless puppet our sisters are pushing around? Come on. Their prophecies are vague because they don't really know what's coming.
Even if that were true, the burden of choosing who deserves what, I wouldn't want to bear it on my own. Otherwise, my judgment would have to be perfect at all times. Yet we are fallible beings.
Speak for yourself.
I was.